Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Hustle Podcast. We got another episode. We got, of course, Basics in the building. How you doing, Base?
Yeah, what it do, man? I'm good, man. I just came back from LA a few weeks ago.
Did you
know
really?
What I'm saying? Yeah.
Oh, we have
performed out in LA.
some things to talk about today.
Yeah. Shout out Mickey Fax, Pendulum Inc.
Okay.
Got to meet Rascas.
Wow.
Got a lot of love from him after rapping. It was a dope vibe. And I know the craziest thing is really like LA. There's a lot of deja vus because playing GTA 5, it's super well mapped to LA. Like,
it's very accurate.
A lot of times
it's very
I knew where we were.
That's crazy.
Because of being in GTA so much, which kind of made me see how much like addictive these games are. But it's so well mapped, bro.
But also shout out to Rockstar for like the accuracy.
Bro, being in like Beverly Hills, Rodeo Drive, like there were certain spots, Venice Beach, I got to hoop at Venice Beach. There was a lot of spots that like it was literally like meter for meter exactly like in GTA.
Oh, they're very good at that. Yeah, 100%.
Like, bro, like I knew where I was. Like a few times, me and the homie that I was with, Mike, shout out my boy from Boston, like, bro, we were freaking out. It was like, oh shit, yo, we're like 2 blocks from Franklin's mansion. If we go up here,
crazy. You made 2 rights in the strip club right there.
Yo, it's so wild, bro. Like
I saw you with Chilla Jones over there too.
Yeah,
Chilla Jones, that's one of the good pens of
professors
the, you know?
at Pendulum Inc. He's also dean.
Okay, got you.
And he is a professor for a battle rap class.
Oh wow, that's fire, bro.
Yeah, shut up.
He's been that guy. He's been that guy for a decade now.
Oh yeah,
least,
facts.
right?
Yeah, facts. And shout out TBL. He has a battle league too. They're having Easy to Block Captain versus Cassidy.
Okay, we're gonna talk about that a little bit later too, because that face-off was kind of wild, bro.
And that's how I got through with the sync stuff, the getting the song on the TV.
Yeah.
It was all through Pendulum Inc.
Okay, Basics out here making moves, man. Shout out to you, bro.
Hey man, low key, just trying.
High key,
keep
high key, broski, high key, broski. But also,
that's the spot, bro. LA's the spot for all the music shit.
Yeah,
all
that's
the
a
tourist
fact.
attractions, all the good things for the internet. It's all over there.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
But yo, we're here for somebody else than me. You know what I'm saying? We here for the homie right here, the brother, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like,
respect for having me as always.
Of course, bro. Like, if
shout out Steve too. You know, Steve behind the camera today. You know what I mean?
Shout out Steve. Yo,
big up Steven.
You know,
Stavros.
He one of those guys. He's doing a lot right now. He's got the venue. If you guys want to rent the venue, you guys can hit Steve up for the venue.
Facts.
He's got the Hustle podcast, dropping gems and shit. We're gonna get to that eventually. All kind of nice shit.
Yeah, we do have that.
Pass the mic, you know. You could check the most highest viewed Past the Mic. Bang. I'm not saying nothing.
Numbers. We're going to get into it. Numbers.
I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it too.
It's just because people don't care enough. Yeah. That's what I feel like it is. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. We'll get
I like it. Talking shit, man. For those of you who don't know who's sitting in the hot seat right now, we have a veteran of the Montreal rap scene in the building right now. This guy's been doing his thing for, I want to say, the better part of a decade. I would venture to say more than that as well. Yeah, because we talked about it off air actually. But yeah, he's been doing his thing for a little minute. Very consistent with his work, very consistent with the amount of content that he's put out over the years, very consistent with the shows, which we're going to talk about as well. We got CY in the building, folks. What up, CY? How you feeling, bro?
I appreciate it, man. Yeah. Appreciate you guys having me. And this is round 2 on the Hustle podcast.
Yeah, I wasn't here for the last one.
How many Montreal guys have 2?
I wasn't.
I wouldn't say a lot. I would say
I do.
You
but now I'm a host.
You don't count. You don't count.
All right, that's
sorry to burst your bubble.
I know King K's got 2.
Yeah,
right?
facts. Shout King K.
He does? No, I feel like King K was never even on the Hustle. I've been trying to get him on for like 18 years, bro.
King K, he had a previous before we interviewed him. That was his second time up. Yeah, for sure. I wasn't a host at that
King
time.
K, bro, I thought you were talking about Misery. My fault. King K does have 2 episodes. You're absolutely right. Shout out to King K. My bad.
It's a pleasure to be here for the second time. You know what I mean? There's not everybody gets the opportunity for the first time.
Yeah.
So I'm here. I'm happy to be here twice.
We have a lot of ground to cover, man. I actually want to start off, and it's not going where you think it is. Actually, I want to start off by bigging up the event that's coming up on December 6th. I want to make sure we talk about that. So you've been doing this thing for a couple of years now as well, where it's not just throwing a Christmas event, it's not just throwing an event, it's not just a rap show. You're doing this to give back to the community. I see all the posts online. CY's out there, ladies and gentlemen, and he's hitting up stores. He's buying pallets worth of groceries that he's going to be giving away to, the underprivileged. Is it okay to say underprivileged? To the underprivileged, members of the community and stuff like that, which is, I want to commend you on that, bro, because not everybody puts their money fucking where their mouth is.
Right.
And you're definitely doing that. So let's talk about the event. Where is it? Who's performing? And how did this idea to give back to the community come about?
And how can people get into the event? Because that's a big part of
honestly,
the narrative.
Anybody can get into the event free. Preferably if you brought a non-perishable food item or a toy. Something like that, that's a plus. But like we ain't gonna turn you away if you don't got no money.
Of course.
Slide
Hey,
through
listen,
the hip-hop
stop on the
scene
way at
small.
Walmart and get a can of tuna. You know
That's what I'm
Stop
saying.
playing.
It's literally $2.99, bro.
You know, so it's like there's that's at 2061 Saint Denis at Club 2061.
There you go.
Shout out DJ Red.
That's on the corner of Saint Denis and
Like not far from St. Catherine, around there.
Okay, word.
The
That's what's up.
Maisonneuve, like around.
Okay, so
around those.
downtown.
Word up.
Right in the heart, sort of.
Oh
you
yeah,
know?
facts.
And yeah, the way it came about, bro, it was just like I just knew that like so the main thing where it really stemmed from was like me. I grew up in the Point my whole life, Pointe-St-Charles my whole life, born and raised. I'm the guy. Like there's everybody's doorstep drinking and beer drinking and waiting for the 1st and the 20th and shit. You know what I mean? Some real broke shit, you know?
Yeah.
So like
Fact, bro.
now
I
I'm
grew
in a
up on
position like
Pointe-St-Charles and Charlevoix until
know?
I was 11 and moved to LaSalle.
you know, it's like there's just a lot of like you know, like just so like just for the fact that my mom used to frequent, my grandmother, my uncle, like we used to frequent like the food banks when I was a kid. You know, like I call it the like me being a kid, like the embarrassing times with the carts and your mom had the cart, like you know the cart with the, and like so like I seen now I'm in a position I'm doing way better financially than almost just about everybody I know. I ain't rich yet. I'm still got a lot of work to do, this and that, but I'm in a better position financially to if I could incorporate rap with the hood shit, with a way to help the exact food bank that helped my family, like a full circle
That's
moment.
crazy.
I'm gonna put that into play. But the biggest thing that the icing on it for Share the Warmth, and we're talking about Share the Warmth, by the way, right? So Share the Warmth food bank. The biggest thing is, remember getting suspended from school?
Oh yeah, for sure.
If your mom's worked, you were home free day.
Yeah.
Yeah, crazy.
And
Watching
so
YTV.
Share the Warmth made it where like if you got suspended from school, you had to pull up at Share the Warmth same way you would pull up at school.
Wow.
To help lift boxes and this and that and
have some kind of structure, productivity to your day.
And I asked myself, what does Share the Warmth gain from doing that? It's just more on their plate day to day, and they might get a couple of free hands lifting this and lifting that. But at the end of the day, I'm sure it stemmed from just trying to help the youth, bro. Stay out of trouble when you're already in trouble. Now you have more free time.
Yeah.
It's like so just the establishment, and it's long going, still there. Sharon, right on fucking Fortune and Wellington in the Point right now, and they're just long living, and they appreciate me, man. They call me first name basis. They ask me if I'm doing it for the 4th time in a row, and man, it just feels great, man. This feels great.
And you started this. That's it. This is the 4th year in a row. So you started this like basically right in the middle of the Rona.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Like, was that part of the decision or the thought process or like
honestly the way it came out randomly? I said, you know what, I already do free shows, because the only reason I do free shows is, for one, I don't really care about the door money, which is great. I would love the door money, sure, but like when you start charging for a local hip-hop show and everybody's a nobody, it's a recipe for 40 people. You know, it's tough, bro.
I'd say 15, but yeah.
Yeah, you
That's a
know,
fact.
and it's tough. So I make it free off rip to increase any kind of like fan engagement. Anybody that wants to slide, just make it so people could slide. So one year I just said if I could make it so someone just brings an item at a show I would already do for free, like we just try it, and with little to no effort. I just remember doing all my show shit that day, and at the end of the show there was just a pile of food. Like I didn't even tell people where to put it. I was running around smoking blunts and popping this bottle, that bottle, and dapping him. He's on then. And as I looked, there's a big pile of food. So I said, the next year, I said, yo, what could it be with any kind of real effort? Like, it could only be bigger, bro.
Right,
Anything's going to grow, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
And last year, I did a whole SUV full of food, like packed, couldn't see out the back thing. Like, it was a good feeling, man. It might have been like $1,000 in food. You know what I mean?
Fly.
So this year, I'm aiming for like the smallest U-Haul you could rent. I'm trying to fill up the U-Haul type
sick,
shit,
bro.
you know, just for like,
That's
just like,
fly, bro.
you know, everybody got to eat, bro.
That's it.
And I'm buying items that are universal. Everyone likes ramen. Everybody eats noodles. Everyone eats rice. Like little like
100%.
universal.
I mean,
like,
those are the foods that are gonna stretch. That's the shit you need when you're hungry and you ain't got no money, bro. You know what I mean?
100%. I think it's also really cool, like the visual of it, and I don't mean the visual of it like as far as like, you know, rapper da da da. I just mean like other people, especially youth, seeing somebody do that.
Yeah.
That's not like an employee from a food bank center or you know what I'm saying? It's somebody from the hood, from the street,
Exactly.
who is no longer there, but is still coming back to be like, I'm gonna put in what I can. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
No,
so
exactly.
like that's how
and like the only
so.
reason that I even document shit, this is me keeping it 100. I could get clout in any other way. I already got some clout. I'm cool. Like it's just like there happened to be a couple of promoters over the years that like were a little maybe not like doing what they're supposed to do with the donations or
funny money.
I'm not gonna say no names.
Funny
You know
money
what I mean?
out here.
So it's like I got money, man. I'm not that guy. You know what I mean? I'm more than comfy enough financial. So like me, I just do it for the documentation purposes, so people could see who, where their money's going. If you send me 50, I'm buying noodles with it. I'm tagging you in this shit. You know, just little things. And then it's like the biggest thing is like awareness, bro. Like monkey see, monkey do. Like I was telling you, people see you do something good, it motivates them. We've all been there. We've seen someone do something good. We motivated us to want to do something good in a different way. You know what I mean? It's the energy out there, man. It's that's the main thing. That's the main reason why it's documented. It's not documented to be like, look what I'm doing. I don't give a fuck. It's cool. Do I appreciate the love I get for the events? Sure, I'm a human being too. But at the same time, when it stems from a genuine place of there's a reason it's the same food bank every year. I could change things. It's just I'm very passionate about this area. Bro, Pikachu's wearing his own PSC chain. Look at this shit. Shit's actually a 3D shit.
Facts.
Like, I love the area, bro. I got PSC. I got the Charlotte Street sign.
You've always been repping.
Nova got the Metro Street sign.
I seen that. Yeah.
Everybody got the real nice. You got SWMG. We got a lot of jewelry. I love the neighborhood. And it just so happens that, like, I'm the guy in the neighborhood, bro. Like, for example, there's a million rappers. Not a million. There's about, like, 50 rappers from NDG.
Yeah.
There's, like, 30, 40 rappers from LaSalle. I'm the guy in my neighborhood. Shout out to T-Time. Shout out to Chris the Spirit and a couple other people working and this and that. I just been doing it so long, and I can never look past that, like, things are better than they've ever been. Like I'm not a delusional guy. I'm dressing better. I'm looking better. I'm rapping better. The quality of videos are better. The quality of music is nowhere near what it used to be. It's way better. So like, I just call a spade, bro. You know what I mean? Hardworking guy, and I'm proud to be the face of my neighborhood, fam. Right. Like for real. It's a big thing for me, you know?
So let's actually pivot back to the neighborhood a little bit, because what I wanted to do with this interview, which I feel like, because I do my research, and I have interviewed you before. I don't know if you remember this. This was back on K103. This was like a decade ago.
Oh, facts.
This was a decade ago.
Facts.
This was
That's
very early
true.
in the game. Yeah. So I I want to do kind of, because this is a podcast. So basically for me, the difference with the format is we could be a little less formal. I kind of want people to be able to get a glimpse into who CY is as a human being. Right. Not just the rapper, not just the artist, not just the street guy, whatever, the person, you know what I mean?
Right.
So growing up in the Point, like, how would you say that kind of affected you or formed your perception of reality in life?
Yeah, honestly, I had a different mindset later on in life, which is maybe like 5 years ago. I had a different realization. Like, I definitely grew up poor, food banks, all this stuff, this and that. But like, the more I live life, the more like I painted a picture that I grew up poor and food banks, because I did. Everything was this and that. But at the end of the day, what a lot of hoodmans like lacked, I had in life. Meaning like, I had a mother that cared, fam. Like, genuinely cared if I got suspended. I never knew my pops. Yeah. But my mom did. I just brought my mom to a nice dinner yesterday. I still see my mom all the time, as we should. You know, you only 100%. Got one mom.
Facts. I see you
but like,
the stories.
she just like she did a lot better. And I might not have had movie money to go down with the hood kids to go to the movies or whatever. Or like, sometimes I did though, but like for the most part, I might not have had everything, but like, man, she gave me like the main structure, and man, I open doors for people to this day, just as an instinct that was instilled in me as a young kid.
You
bro.
were raised right.
Bro, raised hella right, bro. Yeah, I ran away at 15, started selling pieces and started robbing people and doing all that crazy shit. That was nothing like she raised me to be. But like, man,
it's the environment too a little bit.
When I was able to pick my own path as a young adult, I did so, and it wasn't what my mom raised me, but she just raised me hella right. So like, but just
so the foundation was there. Regardless.
The foundation was there, but like, everybody in the neighborhood was poor. That's what I came to a conclusion. Like, yeah, I was poor. We were going through it, but everybody at the time in the Point in 1995 to 2000, everybody was waiting for a welfare check. Everybody, bro. It was the cheapest place to live in the whole Montreal area.
Yeah.
Or Verdun. But like the Point was super cheap. You could walk, see an alleyway sign, call the guy, you're moved in tomorrow. No credit check, no nothing.
Yeah.
I lived on 26 streets in the Point, bro. There's only about 55. I lived on the same street 4 times, bro.
That's crazy.
I moved on the same street 4 times.
wild.
Fam. I love the street. Shoot videos there nowadays, but like 4 times in on one street's pretty wild, bro. You know? So yeah, man, the Point was just like every other hood, though. To be honest, a lot of experiences you see. I looked up to the guy that had the Ralph Lauren polo. That's just how my mind worked as a 12-year-old, 13-year-old, 11-year-old. The Lacoste polo, the Ralph Lauren polo, where if you really had that polo back in the day, you know you paid $110. There was no winners back in type vibes. And the $110 before there
was no winners.
I just wanted the gold chain and the nice clothes.
That's what we all wanted. You got it. You did
I
well.
do. I have a nice chain. I have a disgusting wardrobe.
Let me ask you, what's the significance of the Pikachu?
My daughter loves Pikachu.
Okay.
So the camera might not see us. So I got the Expo fitted on the Pikachu.
With the Expos fitted.
I got the VVS diamonds on the eyes. You know, some goof jeweler made it, but it is what it is. I'm not gonna give him no clout right now. But like, you know, it is what it is. But like,
See why it's going off today, bro.
no, Pikachu was like,
Yeah, me too.
Pikachu was just a really big character, bro. When you're 30. We're not gonna put in the.
Oh, I'm 38.
Yeah, I'm
bro. I
37,
put
it's
it
all good.
outside.
Really? Okay, I thought you were a 90s baby. My bad.
No, I was born in 87.
Okay, so
I'm gonna be 39. In
Maybe
a few
not for you
months.
guys, but Pikachu and Pokemon was
Oh
huge
yeah, sure.
for me.
Come on, bro.
But
Come
like
on, bro.
even then, like Yu-Gi-Oh, Digimon,
catch
like as a
'em
young
all.
man, you know what I mean?
Digimon Digital Monsters.
All
Digimon
this-
are the champions.
You know, like all these little
This
things were
guy's-
cool when
when
I was
you
in
learn how
grade
to sing,
7,
like-
you know? But like
Change
Pikachu
into-
really lasted like the decades. Like Pikachu's the figure. He's
Yeah,
one
yeah,
of those,
yeah.
like,
Yeah,
iconic
he's the
figures.
headpiece.
He's
Pause, yeah.
And
he's
they'll-
the Sonic of
Exactly.
Pokemon.
Yeah.
I brought my daughter. She watched. We watched the old original 150 Pokemon.
Yeah.
Watched all the episodes,
sick.
and she's glued to it. Like, man, you know what I brought my kids to all the movies over the years. Fucking 200 movie trips. I'm sitting there falling asleep at sing-alongs at they're 4 years old. Now they're at the ages where like they can watch stuff that I used to watch, and like I don't have to get bored.
Exactly.
Like the other day I watched Holes. Remember grade 7 with Holes? They made you read the book,
for
watch the movie. My daughter's doing that right now. I watched Holes, Shia LaBeouf. That shit was hard. That shit lasted the time, you know. So
That's fly.
facts, man. I could ramble on and on forever, fam.
That's what
we're
we're
here
here
for.
to do, man.
That's what we're here for, bro. Ain't no
bro.
time limit out here. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
Pikachu's that iconic guy. I was gonna go Yuppie. So I don't know if people really know Yuppie outside
Nah, I
the
think
city,
Pikachu
fam.
was a better choice.
Facts,
I gotta
you know?
say,
Yeah.
yeah. I'll say Pikachu was a better choice.
Yeah, for sure.
And I feel like I have one of the most unique pieces in the city, if I'm being honest. You know, bro, the man has a Expo hat, wearing a PSC 3D chain with my Southwest Music Group logo as the bail.
As the clip, yeah.
For you guys that are stupid and just see things at face value, the Southwest sector of the Montreal thing is shaved in for the ends. You know, so just like this, it's a creative piece. You know, it's not just a name, a name. And I got the name pendants too, but like I put a lot of thought into it. You know, what I mean?
Who designed
some
it? Did
Gucci
you
Mane
design
type
it?
shit.
I designed
Well,
the
he
whole.
said he doesn't want to
I designed the whole thing.
person,
No, you know
the
what?
No, I
clout
didn't say
of
who
what-
created it. I said
Oh,
who
okay,
designed
my
it.
bad, my bad.
No, honestly, Funk Low made the piece. You know
Okay.
what I mean? And like, you know, me and him had a cool relationship at one point, and like now I'm not shitting on nobody, but like, you know, I do good business. You know what I mean? So like,
Okay, word up. I mean, shout out Funk Low.
Yeah, shout out Funk Low. He's Hustle Podcast alumni.
bro,
Straight
the
up.
man has a lot of pieces that you see are made by the guy. You know what I mean? So,
100%. Yeah, he got out there and he did his thing.
and he gave me a real good deal on this piece. Where like I appreciate the number on this piece, but man, I'm still rocking with Buds, man. Buds is my dude. I don't know how much jewelry he's really making, but I met Funk from Buds.
Yeah, 100%.
And
Because I think Funk came into the jewel game through Buds. If I'm not, I might be mistaken about that.
I
but
think
that-
it was vice versa.
Really? Okay,
Yeah,
so
I think
my
it was
fault,
the other
my
way
bad. I
around.
should've-
But like, just like Buds was, in my opinion, everyone feels differently about their own life.
Yeah.
Buds was Funk's introduction to a lot of rappers.
Maybe that's where I was confused at. That makes sense. That makes sense.
This and this and this.
Yeah,
But at the end of the day,
Interesting.
if you're gonna let a few dollars dictate a relationship, the relationship meant nothing from rip. And like, I wouldn't be, if you did good business, I wouldn't be slandering you on this podcast saying you're a goof bitch right now. You know what I mean? So
Hey,
like,
man.
it is what it is. And like,
Disclaimer. No.
and I heard
These opinions are not necessarily affiliated with the Hustle Podcast.
this is all allegedly. I heard that dude got caught in the elevator, got punched in his face, and said call 911. I don't ever do things like that. Stay in the jewelry district. Have a great day. Cheers, buddy.
Wow. All right, we're going savage mode today on this
I wasn't
podcast.
ready. I'm not gonna lie.
Ready.
I wasn't ready. You see why
I wasn't ready.
You came in
You know
here
what
with
I'm
such a
saying?
cool
Shout out to
demeanor.
Funk Low.
You
You know I
caught
got
me off
love,
guard,
so-
brother. No, I'm playing.
Bro, I
I
that's
just saw him
okay,
last
that's
night at the
okay. No, man,
MOT
it's all-
show.
listen, for me, it's all
Big
love.
love.
I-
You know what
bro,
I'm saying?
look,
Hey, it is what it is.
The thing is that like, bro, I sent the guy tens of thousands of dollars in business, all kind of pieces you're seeing out there,
It's more specific. It
without
goes
even
deeper.
asking for money to be put aside. That could be my fault on the business side. I hit the guy up for $165 earrings for my daughter. I was not expecting the earrings for free. The man's like, "Oh, how much are they?" I'm like, $165 on your story. He's like, "Yeah, just give me $150." I said, $15? Bro, I said, I'm never referring anybody to you ever again, bro. Like a real fucking definition of a dude in the diamond district. Hell no.
I thought you was about to say a different word right there. I'm not
The
gonna lie.
definition of a Jew
I'm
guy.
not gonna lie.
He's the definition of a Jew. These guys in the diamond district that get to where they're going in the building, their heritage wise is this. So, you know?
Wow. All right.
But
We're
like,
going
yeah.
really savage mode
Yeah,
today.
listen,
But yo, hold on.
We're gonna
That being
throw
said,
some
though,
more
I feel like
disclaimers.
we should do some push-ups. or
No,
something.
but that
You know
being
what I'm
said, though,
saying?
I got
shout out to Alan from Angelica's Jewelry. He did me a lot of pieces over the years, and that's probably where I'm going for my next piece. So,
Okay, word up.
we'll leave it on a nice note.
I'll leave it on a nice note. Once again, it's all
what's
love
up.
from the
Bro,
Hustle
I
Podcast.
don't have
but-
no animosity towards him,
No,
but I'll
for
just
sure.
never do business.
I mean, it
with
kind
him
of sounds
again.
like you have a little bit of animosity. If I'm being honest. You know,
just
No,
a
like,
smidgen.
I don't wish any physical harm on the
Okay,
man.
fair point,
No,
fair
no,
point,
no,
fair
no
point, fair
physical
point.
harm on them. I'm just telling things I heard in the streets. You know,
That's good energy
And
to
I-
have.
yeah.
and if
You know,
someone hears
let's
anything
spread
about
some
me in the
peace, love, and
streets, feel free to
positivity.
say, but you're just not gonna hear because I know how I lived. You know what I mean?
Well, look, and I'll wrap that whole.
Yeah,
I'll
for
put a
sure.
bow on this whole situation here just by saying
Don't
that.
be a goof.
That's the gem of the day. But honestly, listen, shit happens between people. So you know what I mean. Obviously,
For sure.
we're a neutral party in all this. So shout out to Funk Low
Absolutely.
from
No,
us.
for sure.
But shit happens between people, and this is what we're talking about. So
Yeah,
speaking
facts.
of animosity, I think this is a pretty natural segue.
Actually,
Basics,
before
would you
we
like to
get
take the
into
reins?
that, before
Okay,
we
go
get
go
into
for
all
it.
that, I want to
Because now I'm on my
pivot a little bit
animosity
back
shit.
onto like you were talking about like taking your daughters to the movies.
Yeah.
How old are they right now?
My oldest is turning 16.
But you have 3, no?
Two.
You have 2.
Yeah, my oldest
16
is turning 16 and turning 11, so 10.
That's wild. So like my question for you is like, how does it feel to watch the change? And like you said, like, okay, now I can show them movies and stuff
Yeah.
and not get bored. Like, so like you're gonna about to put them onto like maybe some like paid in full, like some hood or some, it's maybe the older one, maybe
No,
not the
honestly,
one who's 11, you know what I mean? But like, how does that feel, that transition, and how's it like
See,
affecting how
my
you're
my
moving?
kids, like, you like,
So I see you outside, bro. You're
Like-
not like hiding your
no,
fatherhood.
not at all. Like, in
You know what I'm saying? And that's positive out here.
yeah,
Like a
100%.
lot of dudes out here in the streets are like, you know what I'm saying?
Fair enough.
You know what I'm saying? Like I
That's
just
just
found out
because they're
recently. I'm not
really
gonna
just
even
not
say the
around.
name, but I just found out recently
That's
that
because they're
somebody
really
had a
not
kid out
around,
here
to
that
be
they're
honest.
hiding.
You don't
So-
have to document things for the internet, but like,
You don't have to. You don't have to.
Right.
And that's not what I'm suggesting.
No,
either,
no.
you know what I
I'm
mean?
just saying in general. That's why guys are not around. It's either they're not around or they are around and they're just not portraying that on the internet.
Yeah,
You
true.
know what I mean? So
True,
it's
true,
like,
true.
I don't know. There's just, what was the question again? My bad.
How does it feel? How does it affect how you're moving? How does it like,
it
guide
definitely-
what you're doing?
So like my kids definitely grew up like in the suburbs. I lived in the suburbs for the last long time. You know what I mean? And definitely a different upbringing where like they just don't like this shit I grew up on. They're just like, I might be able to touch base with them on a. So there's a couple movies with my oldest right now. I'm trying to run Stomp the Yard with Chris
Okay,
Brown and
yeah,
the little.
yeah.
It's like her type of. I can't go put on a Juice or
It doesn't hit the same.
I can't do that.
feel you.
If I had a son, I'm running.
She's also
we're-
a female.
Yeah,
too,
we
so
running
let's
all
not-
of those. We
that's
running
true,
all of those young age.
no, it's true, it's true, it's
Get
true.
rich or die trying's a must. All these little ones
Yeah,
that
you
are a
gotta hit her
must.
with the Omarion.
But I'm seeing the growth, and I'm definitely a real proud father for sure. Definitely, you get what you put in, man. I've seen a lot of terrible fathers out there, and it reflects in their kids' choices and paths in life. You know,
Yeah, for sure.
like,
and you
fuck.
didn't necessarily have that
their best path
figure in
either.
your life to be able to.
But you know what it is? I think
So
maybe
how do
not
you
you.
ap-
I think my generation with the void of not having my pops made me never give that same void feeling to the next generation. fam.
But
It's
I'm gonna
just-
cut you off right there because
me.
you got to give yourself a little bit more credit because people who are in that situation, bro. From a, if you want to look at it statistically, right? You literally have a choice. You could literally be the same and do the same exact thing and continue that trauma
Fair
from generation
enough.
to
I like that.
generation.
I like that.
Or you can make that conscious decision that it stops right the fuck now, right now.
And that's what I did.
You know
Exactly.
what I mean?
I like how you said that.
So
Perfect.
you
That's
got to
so
give
true.
yourself a bit more credit, bro.
I definitely do.
Yeah.
So
for real.
So yeah, we'll segue into what everybody wants to. No. So look,
he's in savage mode. See, we don't even have time to ask about
Yeah,
it.
he was like, I don't even want to
He's-
talk about
he's-
it.
I'm not
Let's
even
do-
really.
Let's go right into this
honestly,
shit.
look, the thing is this. Look, what happened with me in showbiz is that I said I didn't like a lyric on one of his songs that he dropped, right? So the cameraman happened to say, like, I said, he's like, yeah, that was his best song I've ever heard. And I agree with him that
Talk about the remix that he did to
the
that.
remix for Ronnie's
Right,
contest.
right.
It was his best song ever that he's ever done. So I didn't cap about
I'll
that.
say so too.
So I asked the guy, well, what was the best lyric? Because I'm a pot stir, you know, like what was the best lyric from the verse then? And I knew that like the dude I'm talking to, my dog Clips, he's not gonna be like, oh, it was this line, because the reality is in the song there wasn't a line, a memorable line.
Okay.
So it was a good song for showbiz of what I'm used to hearing on top of it. So it was his best song. So like he said the line, and I just simply said that the line wasn't all that.
You weren't feeling the line.
That's it.
Okay.
So he ended up doing an interview with Clips and just was saying a lot of shit, and it is what it is. Cool. So man, everybody's supposed to feel like they're the best, right? Like,
Yeah.
so like
It's part of
I
hip-hop
just
culture.
know that
it's part of
100%.
MCing.
I just
You
know
what
at
I'm
the
saying?
end of the day, like I'm an actual bro. I was 10-0 across the country, bro. I got paid to go to Kingston. I got paid to go to Ottawa. I got paid to go to Niagara. I got paid to go to Windsor, back to Ottawa, back to Kingston. I was 10-0. The only two losses I have are Machete Trevi battled on King of the Dot a few times, right? And Spook One battled on King of the Dot. I beat myself with Spook One.
Yeah, you beat yourself.
I beat myself with Spook One. Spook One is to me is like absolute.
Saying you beat Chrome.
No, I never battled Chrome.
Didn't you?
No, they wanted to put me against
Oh
Chrome
no,
about
you
3
battled
times. See now, look, that
who'd
means
you
that,
battle that night when he battled
Chrome would beat me.
Chicken Soup?
Look how honest I am. Chrome would beat me in a battle, bro. He just good, bro.
Yeah, Chrome's fire.
He's really that much, and
Not better than me though, bitch.
like he's really that guy. Was I not saying Chrome's probably the best?
100%, yeah, we were
I gotta
talking
be
about it
real.
off
Like
camera, yeah.
Chrome to me, like Trevi's really dope
It's
too.
multilingual too. He be killing it in French.
Yeah, that's another aspect for sure.
So like I know that like the talent I have, if I decide to, I could do any kind of music. I could do this auto tune. I could do this. I could rapidy rap. I could throw some bars at you. All kind of raps. And like, see, everyone thinks every time someone speaks, doesn't have to be necessarily a negative thing. Like showbiz just isn't that good of a rapper. But he also has like an above average work engine. Like he's a worker bee.
Yeah, that's true.
I've been
He's
that
working
worker
for
bee.
sure.
But the reality is that like he's only starting to cook up now.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like me being who I am, I shouldn't even be talking about him right now. But I'm gonna give him a little light because he's a nice guy too. You know what I mean? But I just feel like I'm way better. The music's way better, and the people know it.
So this is not going to catch you off guard because we spoke about it like multiple times now. For me, this is hip hop and bass. I know you're gonna agree with me on this one. This is hip hop, and there's a way to settle this. There's a way to settle this score. There's a way to figure this out. And the thing that I pitched to you, and this is not a cold pitch on air. I'm not trying to catch you off guard. But the shit that I spoke to you about was real simple. Y'all pick a beat. Y'all both do a verse. We could do it on Pass the Mic. and let the people vote.
Why does it got to be the same beat?
No, that would be better.
Because
playing
the
field.
reason why I
Even
say
the
that
playing
is
field.
I like
because
that.
when I seen this, like, you know what I'm saying, a little bit of quote unquote back and forth, I was waiting for the diss track to come out. I was waiting for the diss tracks. I'm not gonna lie. No, it's not. And here's what I'm
anybody
gonna
doing diss tracks
explain.
no
I don't know
more?
if you guys pay attention a little bit to battle rap at all, but recently Jay Mills was quote unquote beefing with DNA and Goods afterwards. And they made diss tracks back and forth, and like Jay Mills' diss tracks was going crazy. I'm talking about like
he's
over
a rapper. He's a studio
100,000.
rapper.
And like, no, but it made a lot of noise. Like it was like trending on Twitter. Like it was
Right.
People
big.
love controversy.
100%.
Right?
People
true,
like
but
confrontation.
people like
That's what I meant.
controversy
Yeah, my bad.
that has some kind of like good content behind it. Like controversy isn't enough anymore. Controversy was enough
So
before.
can I ask you a question? If
sure.
If I pulled up to where you live and I had money for you to come rap with me, would you come take my money? You
I mean,
basically.
yeah, probably.
But what if you didn't? If you said no, it would be for a reason you said no? Probably because you're scared. There's no other explanation. We're not ready to go cook dinner at 5:15.
It's not
I'm
stopping.
just being real.
I feel like
you
got back into a quarter base.
You know?
What are you gonna do?
No,
like,
but
I
okay,
went to his- I went below the
Before
tracks.
you go on this showing up at somebody's doorstep thing.
No, it wasn't on violent shit. It was on
No,
some
I
rappity
know.
rap shit,
I
some
know
rap
you meant
shit.
metaphorically.
Perfect,
Yeah,
perfect,
no, of
perfect,
course. I'm not. Just for case we're
No,
not
I
being
pulled
clear.
up. I pulled up
know
to a
you.
spot
Yeah, but
Okay.
4 bars.
for bars.
Yeah, that's what I'm
I was
saying.
with my kids in the car
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. See, bars.
rapping.
Yeah, exactly. So my whole thesis is like, because you were talking about rapping on the same beat. Me, I was thinking more like a battle, and the reason why I say that is because like.
Is that fair though? Like I only lost
Well,
to like
because
top tier
you
guys.
it's on the numbers thing. Like you performed in more cities. Like I seen what you
Yeah.
you had a post where you put like the number of times you had performed in
Right.
the different cities,
yo,
right?
and like what people don't understand too, that's like battle rap. I have the number one amount of openings in Montreal.
This is what I was talking about.
history.
This is more
Like
what I was talking about.
Like I traveled, bro. I did a four city tour with Obi. You know what the back-to-back shows do? It's like you're no longer just an opening guy. You are the opening guy that is a familiar face after a few stops. And when you open for someone for 10 times and then you do all kind of different shows all over, it's a lot of experience that comes with it, bro. Like I just didn't go out and perform and think I was a diva. I went out there and I shook so many hands, bro.
Straight up.
Like, follow me on Instagram. Here's a business card. These little things. Go to Beer on Grow. Spend $25. Get yourself any kind of thing that's gonna push
get
your
a QR
push.
code, man.
I'm saying,
That's
talk
it.
about it, bro, because you have a pedigree that I think is kind of like, I think it's very interesting. We live in a city that's oftentimes very like village-like in the mindset. It's a big city, but the mentality is
Especially when you break it down to the
often-
English.
it
You know what I mean?
in general. Even that, I think that is one of the problems as like the division of language. Well, that's a whole conversation.
100%. Let's not
But I
even.
just think like the biggest problem with Montreal is there's sometimes a lack of respect for reality.
I agree.
I think that oftentimes people live in this like,
They're not tapped into the urban like lifestyle. Meaning, like if you go to Toronto, people care about the urban life. Here it's like, oh, it's bad fun. Yeah. Literally, it's so
well, you're not even the
disgust-
language. I'm
Nah,
just
it
talking
is,
about
it
like
is.
accomplishment wise. The like that's what I'm segueing into like this whole conversation of like you and showbiz and the whole like who's done more, who's better, etc. Because the question of who's better is always very subjective. Who's better is very hard to, even if you make a voting system with the same beat and etc. Right? So I like to focus more on objective and like objectively speaking, who's done what in the city that you live in.
Right.
And I think oftentimes a big problem with our city is there's not really a big amount of respect for reality as far as like I'll take an example of someone who's not English. Monkey's traveled all around the world.
Yeah, 100%.
And when I say all around the world, when I say I've been to all around the world, I've performed in different countries in Europe and in America.
For sure.
Monkey's been in Africa,
Yeah, he's been in,
and
like,
South
Ethiopia
America,
and shit,
and
like,
like all kinds of stuff.
yeah.
You know
Big
what I
up
mean?
Monkey still.
Shout out Nomadic Massive, all these people that do stuff. But there are people in the city who would still say like, oh, well, I'm bigger than that person, or I've done more than that person. And I think that's where I'm leading into this conversation is like, how do we really, how do we determine who's better or who's what are the echelons and
I just
the tiers?
don't think it matters anymore. You know what I mean? It's just like to me, like, are you doing better in life? So meaning like, yeah, the rapidy raps, that's cool. But like in life, like I'm doing better than just about every Montreal rapper. Like, bro, like I could shoot any video with any director I want. I don't have to save up my little 400 or 500 and then finally I get one. I could do whatever I want to do. You know what I mean? It's like you said, like there's so many accolades that I could throw out there. Yeah, it's been 13 years since I've been rapping, this and that. But like, there's so many. Like, I haven't battled in 8 years.
Straight
That's
up.
a long time. When I was killing people, it was a decade ago.
Yeah, facts.
Like I was backpacking in a car full of guys. Let's go. You know what I mean?
Straight
Smoking
up.
weed, drinking in the back seats, doing fucking sleeping in 4 mans in 2 hotel beds, head to feet. Like, you know what I mean? Like I've done that. You know?
Yeah, but you know what though? Not to take away from your accomplishments or diminish anything that you've done, but for me, it's like if we're just talking about MC, who's the better rapper?
I like your way.
I don't give a fuck about accolades right now.
And I respect
I'm not saying I don't give a fuck about your accolades, but I'm talking about in the context of this conversation.
Word.
That shit doesn't matter to me. And the reason why I'm saying same beat is because I want the playing field to be so even that it's like mans can't say, yo, I picked Showbiz or I picked CY because yo his beat was harder.
Facts.
Like it's the same beat.
I like that a lot.
Who's rapping? Who's rapping?
I think that's the
You know what I mean?
that's the conclusion, in my opinion. That would be the dopest thing. It's just like
Not a battle,
but
a cappella battle.
like
I want to talk about that too.
that
because
would be great. That would be better.
Not just against Showbiz, but just like
See,
generally.
in
Would you
general-
battle again?
No, in general, like the better choice would be with no beat. That's like the raw Pat Stay.
You know what I'm
What do you got
saying?
to say? Make
Yeah,
something out of
like-
nothing.
yeah.
But like, if I battled Showbiz, it's not fair. He's never did it before. Like imagine.
But that's what I'm saying because like the battle sphere, and you know this, and you both know this very well. The actual battle atmosphere, it's a different kind of rap.
Yeah, I know.
It's and yo, like most
for sure
most
different.
Montreal rappers are not
Incredibly
that kind of like they're studio rappers. So if you're dealing with a studio rapper, it's not necessarily fair to ask him to step into the battle arena. Like I think that the best way to measure this particular context would be
I agree.
on some studio rap shit. You know what I mean?
but to go back
that's
to
the
your-
but
only
not
reason
track
why.
for track.
Though to go back to your thing though is like, I know that's such a good way though.
Yeah.
It's such a good way, and it's like
There's no wrong answer to be fair. Like,
Oh,
Right.
For sure not.
you know?
it's just like if somebody's so nice and they're so good and people think that they're a good rapper, they rock with you, like the numbers could be faked, but like they most likely will show that someone rocks with you. So like let's be fair right now. Pull up Showbiz 514 on Instagram right now. Pull him up.
Oh my god.
He averages 13 likes.
Oh no.
I'm not hating.
Disclaimer.
No hate.
Listen, I just want to say one more time that we are neutral. Like Hustle is neutral in all this.
Bro,
Shout out Showbiz too.
Look, and
It's all
before
love,
we get
for
into the
real.
numbers, Showbiz is a hard-working guy.
Yeah.
He's been working harder than me for the
He's
last
got-
5 years.
He's got 1,865 followers. You have 7,947.
I follow way more. Let's be
followers.
fair.
Yeah, for sure.
Sure. But like go over the stats, the statistics, the likes, the views, the comments. It's almost night and day. It's like you're talking to this guy, he gets 30. What's your gain, CY? There is none. Zero.
I mean, if I
There's-
look at your last 6 reels, they're all about 7,000 views on the last
This-
6 things.
he does
that
he averages 1,000.
posted.
There's a reason if you go on shout out to my dog Young Clips. I appreciate him keeping my name alive.
Shout out to Clips.
The man,
There's a couple,
he's-
5,000.
I'm a topic on the
3,000.
show,
Shout out
yeah.
Showbiz,
On the
doing
regular.
numbers too.
Yeah.
Doing numbers too. Not doing the same numbers as you,
I'll leave it at that.
but doing numbers too.
But again, I hate to be this guy, but if
No.
again, in the context of this conversation, no disrespect,
No.
I don't give a fuck about.
No, I get that. I get
If
that.
we're talking
No,
about
I know,
who's the
that's
better
my
rapper,
thing, too.
Because
It's-
basics. Let's be honest.
that's one opinion, though.
Yeah, 100%. But
For
there's a rapper out there with 1 million followers who
he's
I
trash.
can out rap
He's trash for
Yeah,
sure.
100%.
easily.
But then you have to ask yourself, why does he have all those views and whatever? He does stuff well. He's
For
gotta
sure,
do
it's a whole
something
conversation.
He's got
well.
it. He's
It's
got
a
his
whole
he's got his
conversation as
business.
well.
hat
I
on,
just feel
you
like
know?
right now, like we could both say me and Showbiz's fan bases are mainly Montreal.
Yeah,
the
fair.
local-
I say that. I think that's a fair assessment.
It's like, and I think it's also fair to say that like people just rock with me way more. I get booked way more. The people watch way more. The man. I'm not gonna say that. That's bad. I won't say that. I'm an influential guy.
Everything he has
It must have been
I'm
really bad.
No,
it
it
must have been really bad.
I'm
It must have been really bad.
but I'm an influential
might have to get
guy,
that
bro.
off camera. We might need a pastry on.
Bro, like we can never take away that. Like I like me and Showbiz we're homies over the years.
Yeah.
We was in grade 7 together.
That's crazy.
Me,
Oh, wow.
Dav,
Yeah.
and
Shout out to
Showbiz
1-4,
was all
man.
in grade 7
Oh wow,
together.
that's crazy.
So I know Showbiz like that. You know what I mean? He's a cool guy too. Like we were talking.
No,
about.
he's
He a nice ass.
super
He
fucking
a
dope.
nice ass
Super
guy. You
blessed
know what
guy,
I mean? It's just like we all in this competitive little wave that people are putting out there.
Word.
And man, we just I would say, look, as much as people want to say, oh, he said this about him and this about him, the reality is that like I'm on the Hustle podcast right now. We're talking about the lower artist in the argument, and that's just what it is. And I'm giving him his little bit of credit, and I'm giving him his little. I could have said next, and he never got no word about it.
That's a fact.
I like him to a degree. He's still, it doesn't erase because he said something about me. I think he's a nice, like he's a decent rapper. It's just like if you turned off the beat and you turned off everything and you turned off it all, and it was like, what could you do with absolutely nothing? Like whispering. I'm talking about like if you're not good, you're shit. You're in, boo, boo.
Yeah.
Pat stay like everybody quiets down. You know that feeling, fam? Do you know that feeling of making something from nothing? Is it nerve wracking no matter how many times you've been there?
Oh yeah, for sure. And I've only done like a handful of battles for sure. I mean,
Bro, it's a feeling, bro. And it like, how many times have you spit some stuff that you thought might have been good that fell on no ears?
no, I'm the greatest of all time,
Like-
so it's never happened. I don't know that feeling.
Yeah,
know
you know,
what I mean?
like,
me, it's like
me and him
automatic
almost caught a fight over that one battle we judged for you, right?
Yo, that's crazy, bro.
man was-
Shout out
man
VIP.
was-
He
man
still
was
never
really
gave me
mad.
that bread for
He was
losing
mad,
that battle,
bro.
by the way. Shout out to
See,
him.
look. Let's take that VIP versus Basics. I know VIP.
Yeah,
Shout out,
VIP is
shout nice guy. You know what I mean? Cool guy. Man, I like VIP a lot. He's cool. Could he rap with you? Be real. Put
he
the
had a
cons-
very fire line. The
fire
gun so
what?
big I gotta lift it with your ego line. Even though
how
I
many
beat him,
lines?
that was
hard.
one
That
of the
was-
lines.
you know
that,
what?
That was
Yeah, it's
crazy.
coming back to me now.
When
He
he,
did-
said
he
that,
did do
the
his
crowd
thing.
went crazy, and
Yeah,
I was
he
like,
did-
"Oh,
he did do his thing. He did do his
How
thing.
many dry spots?
He did do his thing.
There was a lot of other crazy shit. Like he had a
So-
Super Mario Brothers
so it's
line.
for-
Not
it's-
crazy good. I mean, like bad.
Yeah, because
no,
it was
so,
it's
like-
only bad because it's been done so many
It's
times.
safe to say that that the bad raps outweigh the good rap line.
Well, it's also he was against basics. It's just hard to, you know what I mean?
Thank you.
No, I'm being real. You're not right. So you're not wrong. You're not wrong. So like that to me is like another showbiz. I mean, like, it's not close. You're supposed to
wow.
beat that guy. You know what I mean?
I feel you.
It's like,
Okay.
how am I on this same podcast? I'm like, yo, Chrome would beat me. I could be like, oh, Chrome, I could beat you. He's a great rapper, bro.
Yeah, I
if
feel
you're
you
a great,
still.
like, you know who's a great rapper? And I again, like, yo, Magnum.
Oh, yeah,
Is a
Magnum's
great
rapping.
rapper.
Oh, yeah.
The man said back to back like she chain smoking Big Dog Beethoven. Like, bro, the man's just rhyming every line. Until I hear that, shout out King K. When I hear these things, I'm from that cloth where my brain works. Like, I see, and I'm a rapper, so I see the intricacy you put into the lyrics.
Yeah, for
So
sure.
when I
for
see
sure.
a camera guy saying Showbiz's best line is,
Lol.
I'm taking my shot. It's 2019. Fuck a Kawhi. This is showbiz. Is there a punchline in this line? This is just me genuinely asking.
I don't. I. Maybe I'm missing the context of the placement
I
on
feel-
beats.
No.
and
This
et
is what he
cetera,
said. No,
but-
this is what he
Kawhi
said.
would take a
So I said this. So Kawhi took the little Toronto shot. It bounced all around the rim, and then the second.
Yeah, no, for
Philadelphia
sure, I
left
know
up
that. But what was the bar?
So I'm taking a shot. It's 2019. Fuck a Kawhi. This is showbiz.
But what was the bar before or after? Because that's.
That was the punch. That's the last line.
Oh, okay.
Terrible choice if there was a punch before to put that as the last line on top of it, right?
I mean, maybe I don't. I don't
So,
know the
yeah,
context
does
of
kinda
the.
depend on
It
the
it changes
context,
the
you're right.
context
No,
for
but
me
so-
to know the
So
context
I
of the
told
4
him
bars.
the point is if I said, I'm taking my shot. It's 2016. Fuck a Steph Curry. This is CY. You'd be like, what are you doing? That's all I said about it, and he felt the way about what I said. Bro,
You
my
see how he
last-
also said, you see the low key subs of like, well, a cameraman said this about me. It's like he's not even referring to someone's opinion that he's respecting. But
But look, I won't lie. So the whole shit with Showbiz, I gotta condemn him too. He lit a fire under me too.
this guy said I gotta condemn him.
I mean, what's the? Am I saying the right word?
You got the word, yeah.
Got the right word?
Oh my
Still the
god.
hood guy from the point. Still, you know what I mean?
Your vocabulary is on point.
No,
I'll give you that.
it's on point. It's just so funny because you're going. He's really in. Like, bro,
Listen,
he's been
see
on.
see why I did not come to play?
Bro, he's
And I
been light
appreciate it.
switch on.
I appreciate it,
green
honestly.
light go NBA 2K since we
It's kind of
started,
refreshing
bro.
because a lot of artists get on here and they don't want to say nothing, bro.
I know.
I would say the vast majority of artists get on here and they don't want to say nothing.
It is
So
true. But you
it's
see,
kinda
this is why I
refreshing
wanted
for me.
to have tracks, but because you talked about King K, and we were talking to King K last time about his shit with Boy Blue, and like shout out to both because I fuck with Boy
Yo, you
Blue
know,
too.
can I do something
But
with
for
you
me, I
guys?
was just
You can
like,
do whatever
yo,
you want,
absolutely.
bro.
What
So
do you
look,
want?
I did-
I wanted to hear the tracks.
So look, I dropped a
You know what I
track.
mean? Like-
It's called CY versus Everybody.
I know. That's when I wanted to ask you about that because you didn't really eat that cereal with the liquor in it.
No, I did not.
Okay, good.
But did you hear what I was saying? I was rapping.
I was
some-
waiting for the clear and direct disrespect.
there is none.
I
There is
know.
none. There is
See,
none.
this is why. Do you see? I'm
There
plugged
is
in.
none.
That's what I'm asking.
But
bro.
like the punchlines, there's so many, and they're not like you'll get the shot like Jack Daniels, or they're not like the
no, for sure.
They're not basic.
They're like.
I didn't mean to do
Yo,
that.
let me
I'm
ask you a
sorry.
question. Yo, speaking of the
apologize.
battle rap shit, I remember one time I was at an event. I don't know how good your memory is, but I was at an event.
Rolodex.
My dude was battling your dude, little kid, little French kid, or I don't know his name. I'm not hating on nobody. This guy I know, I was feeding him lines. It is what it is, man.
Okay.
You're a goof anyway. No, you're not necessarily a goof. I just don't rock with you like that no more. Sorry. But I looked at Basics and I whispered to him, I said, I wanted to give my dude a line right now. And he just isn't capable of stopping his memorization and
And throwing something
throwing
else
something
in there.
else in there. You remember this?
No.
I said, if this dude missing, ain't nobody gonna try to find you. When this dude rap, he basic, just like the guy behind you. And you were standing right behind dude. Remember I said this to you? You don't remember?
No, bro, but that's
Bro,
fire.
there's so many lyrics that I could just.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
a
fire.
real lyric guy. I'm maybe not a lyricist to a lot of people's minds because they don't know the in depth the way my mind might work and all the things like people are not major fans of like I know everything that guy did. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
But like, there's just so much I could punch all day. If I wanted to punch, I could just do that all day in track form. But after a while, it's just like another 39th punchline. Like, you know,
Yeah.
like, so I just make music because I love it. So, bro, in this shit, I said, there's so many lines in this shit. I said, can I play it quick or no? Let me check
the fuck
this
you want,
quick.
yeah.
Will that fuck up the audio if he plays a track? Play it on the microphone.
Wait, on the microphone? Okay, perfect.
What are we playing right now?
I'm playing my last track.
Oh, the CY versus Everybody.
where I decided to do the whole like
You're right though, Basics. I thought that was gonna be some How to Rob shit for real. I was waiting for the
That's
for the How to Rob
literally.
shit.
Thank you
Yeah,
so
yeah.
much for saying that
Yeah.
because when it came
Fair
out on
enough,
your
fair
IG,
enough, fair enough, fair
I
enough,
saw
fair
the
enough.
title CY versus Everybody,
Yeah.
and before I even pressed play, my very first thought was like, "Word, let's
exactly.
get to it."
I was waiting for
I've
like
been
the-
waiting for
I was
this
waiting for
moment
the, like,
for a very
ran
long
up on
time.
pun with the
Not
gun.
just from you, but from like.
No, I feel you though. You're
I've
right,
been
you're right.
waiting for. Then the reason
Just
why
for
I said
somebody
it,
to
just
do
like
it, yeah.
King K for
With
me,
Blue
it's
and
like
shit.
I'm not on some like trying to throw gas for things to go left.
Yeah.
So I'm happy that you talked it.
Fair.
Yo, it's bars. Da, da, da.
No, it is.
For
it is,
me,
it
it's
is.
like on some like yo, like let's get some music going.
But what if it
like-
was straight bars, like all bars?
Directed specifically
And
at
someone's like,
someone
yo,
or
Basics,
somebody.
I'm curious on how you feel, man. Who would you have? King K or Blue? Straight bars.
I would have to answer who like
No,
if
like-
they put shit against each other specifically, then I would judge that.
No, like going into the battle, would you be favorited on a certain way? Or
I don't know
too?
because it really depends. Like the thing about
I know
diss
you know
tracks,
Blue a bit. I know you know King K a bit
Yeah.
too, right?
the thing
yeah.
about diss tracks is it depends on what kind of beat they take and what they do.
There is a lot. Yeah.
Because a lot of times people make a diss record and they think it's gonna hit in a way and it doesn't because maybe the beat doesn't hit in that way
Yeah.
or they didn't get into the right pocket of the beat. You know what I mean?
Fair enough, though.
Like it really is. It's because they both make good music and they're both
They
dope
do, they
rappers.
do.
Yeah.
Then they're both dope lyricists specifically.
I agree.
Punchlines, like they're very punchy. Especially King K always told me he's very like a fabulous. He's very like a punch guy.
I think
You know what I
King.
mean?
I think King K is a little more active right now, so I think he would be a little bit more. I don't want to. I want to choose my words very carefully here. I think King K is that he's definitely more active at this current moment. So I think his pen is a little
Overall,
bit quicker
agree.
to
but
paper.
Boy Blue dropped some stuff on his
for sure.
IG
I'm not
during
for
this
sure.
timeline
So
between
Did it do well?
He was getting a couple thousand. He was getting some views. He was
I
getting
mean,
some
look,
views from what I see.
did it do hometown numbers?
No, I don't know.
No, it didn't do hometown numbers, but he's still Blue. Shout out to Blue. But I think for me, I think it would all depend on which version of Blue shows up that day. Straight up.
But it would have been interesting as a fan of the culture for that to happen.
Oh,
but
and
that's
I said this on the
like
pod,
when I
yeah.
seen the CY versus everybody, I was excited not for the bullshit because we joke about like, oh yeah, drama.
No, I feel
but
you.
like I'm excited also for the like, oh word, all right, cool. So if we talk about who's better and you don't agree with the thing that I brought up earlier, which is like objective shit, like accomplishments. Like I've rapped in 8 different countries. This year I performed in New York, Atlanta, and Los Angeles.
and that's huge.
This year.
Those are 3
That's
hubs,
huge.
bro. Those are the 3
But-
U.S. stops.
And nobody could take that away, but they
No.
could also say that doesn't matter because this year you didn't release no singles.
But
which is
to
also
me,
a
but
fact.
to me, based
so you know what I'm saying?
Is
So
that
it's-
what I said?
yeah, no,
That's
100%.
the only thing I would say.
That's
You're
objectively
super
real, though.
active.
That's facts
But it
that I
doesn't
didn't
make you a
drop.
better rapper than somebody, bro.
It doesn't. So that's why I'm interested in somebody to drop a track. So when I seen this guy dropping CY versus,
Yeah.
and especially because you rap, bro, you be out, you rap.
Yeah.
So it's like when I seen the CY, I want a CY versus everybody part 2.
Yeah.
Where we actually
'Cause
hear
I was
everybody.
waiting
I want
for it.
How to Rob
I was
in
waiting for it.
2025.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, let's get to
And
it.
it could be comedic because if you look
It
at the way
could
50
be,
did it, that
bro.
whole track was a joke.
Hilarious.
And it was hilarious. Like, I hit Pun with a gun. Well, he weighed 400 pounds. How you gonna
You know
catch
what I'm
me,
saying?
son? Like, that shit was hilarious. The whole track was funny.
I gotta get Kirk Franklin for robbing God's people.
yeah, trust me.
Like,
Yeah.
You know, like
yeah,
you could be, and you could even go at people that are like that you fuck with. Like you could have a bar for me where you're
Exactly.
like, yo, basics and he hopping around the globe till I snatch.
See,
his
you know what it is?
passport.
It's just
you know,
'cause,
like
like,
some like
Everybody's so like
People are
emotional,
sensitive, bro.
dog.
Rappers are too sensitive, bro. You guys are
Bro,
too
think of this.
sensitive,
Think of
man.
this. I'm not hating. I'm not trying to keep it going because we'll dead it after this. I said I didn't like his lyric.
we do live in a
I
sensitive
said I
world.
didn't like his lyric.
We do live in
Yeah.
a sensitive world.
But
Not
I
that I'm
think-
saying that shows.
you know
he
what?
did
I-
an interview
I want to
after
I want to
Shog,
play the
love and
artist
respect for
advocate.
showbiz.
I want to play the artist advocate because I think and look, I'm speculating. So if I'm wrong, showbiz, correct me. But from a rapper's standpoint, I feel like he felt he had to react. I felt like he went as soon as he heard you say what you said in that, even though you didn't bring it up, even though
Explain.
even though the interviewer asked you a question the
Fair.
way you just asked
Okay.
us about King and Blue, right? So I think he felt like after you said that, as a lyricist, rapper, you know, whatever you want to say, I feel like he felt like he had to
I
respond.
get that mindset, but then are you gonna respond to everything everybody says? You're in the wrong game. Really not it, bro. You know how many times I hear people tell me you're a fake white guy? They don't know I got
fake white guy?
You're not a hood white guy.
Okay.
Like you're not a hood white, bro. They don't even know.
You're from the burbs.
I'm not gonna run around like correcting everybody. All that's not my life. I'm not gonna correct.
I feel
You know how many times people say I don't like this about you, and at 6:01 and at 6:05 I'm rolling a spliff, doing a chop. I don't even think about that ever again.
Allegedly.
It takes so I'll allegedly.
Allegedly, yes,
It's just like
exactly.
it's just there's so much. Then again, he's been in the game not as long as me. It took me a long time. In year 5, everything was hurting me. You said something about me. You didn't like my raps. I couldn't even stop thinking about you not liking my
100%,
raps.
bro.
Now I'm past the point where like I only make music for myself.
Yep.
Like I make, and if
facts.
everybody else loves it, it's icing on the cake, and I love cake.
That's a human.
You know what
That's
I
a
mean?
human.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a human lesson, by the way.
Yep.
Like to not live in the comment section, and I don't just mean it literally, like in the comment section, but like in life, in interactions
So,
with
yo,
humans.
can I
that
say
you-
something to you guys too? Yo, there's
Bro, of
there's
course.
things that people don't even know about me this year on the internet. Yo, there's this page on the internet. One, they did 2 posts about me, viral. What do you guys consider viral? I don't know. That's a different topic. One of them did 70,000 views. The other one did 60,000 views. It was an interview I did talking about Mad Child when I was at the Belmont.
I remember this. Yo, you went out. Can we talk about that?
Yeah, we could talk about it.
What
man.
happened, bro?
No, just Mad Child has a certain amount of followers. Didn't share the flyer once, and we're sitting there. We're just trying to do a good show, and there's 30 people there.
Yeah.
He just came from Montreal for the 9th time in six months. Fucking.
Well, that's what it was, though. It was oversaturated, bro.
and we
'Cause I
we
mean-
just we just said a couple words about him on stage and this and that.
Couple
left-
choice words.
Choice words. Left it at that. But The
See,
interview.
I went up on stage and say, "Yo, Matt Chow, you're a
I said,
pussy."
Matt Chow, you're a fucking goof. You're backstage doing coke. Guy, share the flyer. You're a fucking goof. That's it. Whatever I said, you know.
fuck.
But like,
Oh god, I'm dead.
I forget what I was saying.
That's
right
totally my
before
fault. I
that. No, it's
apologize.
okay. It's okay. Oh yeah, so I did the interview online talking about the event.
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Showbiz filmed that, by the way. Shout out to Showbiz. He filmed that for me with the Matt Chow shit. So it's a little full circle thing.
Yeah.
I was just like just talking about the incident and like man, one of the videos was great for me and the other one was really not great for me.
Right.
One of them, they're like, Toronto accent reaches Montreal. Who's this fat guy? Who's this Cheeto teeth? All this fucking 1, 2, 290 comments.
Yeah,
That's
but
hilarious.
that's a lot of comments.
All this, and none of them are good. None of them are good. Then the other one, like I'm talking about how like Mad Child's a goof and he made everybody pay $150 to join Battle Axe Warriors.
Axe Warrior, yeah.
So what's wrong with these people? He's giving people a fake biker patch and everyone's like, yeah, Battle Axe Warriors, bunch of goofs. Yeah, what a goof. He's a fucking loser. Mad Child's a loser. Everyone's agreeing with me. So one of them was good, 60,000. The other one was bad, 70,000. Bro, the 70,000 bad ones, bro. Like the 300 comments. That's tough to ignore, bro.
Yeah.
But people are sending me this and that and this and that, and it was out for a month. I didn't even know it was out for a month, and people were sending it to me. It was
But at the same time,
tough skin.
fire.
Exactly. You have to have tough skin because listen, it might be 70,000 of negativity, but listen,
all lies.
the metric data is only looking at the number.
That's
They ain't
what
looking
I'm
at
saying,
the positive
though.
or
Like,
the negative, right?
You know, I've always like low key, like one of the things that I think, to be honest with you, I've seen a lot of like these kind of like GQ or different things. They have a celebrity on and they'll read like the comment section
Yeah, I
and
see
see
that.
the roasting.
That's hilarious.
That's one of the things that I think I'm the most jealous of being super, super famous is not being able to see more of the fucked up, hilarious shit that people say.
Yeah.
Because I think, bro, like you just made a joke about you being a fat boy, you love cake.
I do.
Me, I'm a very self-deprecating person.
Yeah, me
I
too.
think it's hilarious. That's why I'm able to be okay with my own like.
Battle
that's
rap,
why
help me
I'm
with
good.
that.
Like I'm
Well,
good
you have to
with
have tough
like
skin,
I'm
though,
good
'cause-
with my real life.
Yeah.
And someone's perception of who and what I am and what I have going on.
For sure.
I'm okay with that perception. I used to not be, because I used to believe that like somehow that it was affecting what was actually happening, and it's just like, oh no, it's not.
Yeah.
I can do whatever I want, and people can feel however they want, and those are two separate different things. You
Exactly.
know what I'm saying?
Fair.
But I think like unfortunately a lot of people can't make that break. And I think that's why, especially as artists, not just like in the urban world, but like artists, we're all very like,
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think it's
Us
just a
as
human,
people, bro.
It's
and
a human
humans,
thing.
it's a human
species
thing
thing,
too, to
for
be
sure.
like, yo, you know, acceptance.
But you
et
also
cetera,
have to
you know?
realize that like social media is like a pretty well. I mean, if we look at like human history,
It's a
it's a
nasty
it's a
drug.
drop in the ocean in
Yeah,
terms
yeah,
of
yeah,
the
yeah,
timeline
yeah,
of
yeah.
humanity, right? So
Yeah,
this
yeah,
is
yeah.
all new
We're
to
handling
us.
it
Like,
very poorly.
like, bro, how do you ever get used to 70,000 people shitting on you?
It's
That's
tough.
not an
It's
easy
tough.
thing to swallow, bro. You know what I
tough.
mean? Like,
It's
It's
tough.
not like it's not normal to be able to interact with this many, to quote unquote
exactly.
interact with this many humans
Exactly.
at once.
Exactly.
It's not normal to have this much dopamine and serotonin being constantly flooding
I know.
your system and just
To feed off what you're saying, I look at that and I'm like, I'm from the TV guide era.
Yeah.
Where like to get your entertainment at the time, you waited until a specific day at a specific time.
And you were
now it's
if
like
you
for
missed
that
the
shit.
episode,
You're fucked.
now it's shorts ruined it all, right? Now I watch
bro,
shorts a lot. It's just
we
like
used to
they're
have to wait for the
scrolling.
commercials. There wasn't a 15-second ad that you can click skip ad on. You know what I mean?
Facts.
Like that's why, like, you know, I work with youth. I work
Old
with
man
teens.
shit right now, eh?
No, but hey,
100%.
listen,
Old man
bro, the
episode
teens
right
I work
now.
with call me Unk. I'm like, when did I become
crazy.
Unk?
God
That's
damn
crazy.
it,
At least
yeah.
you could call me Big Bro or OG. They're like, no,
OG,
no, no, no,
like,
you're
nah,
Unk.
you're
I'm like,
Uncle
when
Basics,
did I
bro.
become Unk? But I say that to say, like, I empathize because, bro, I'm addicted to my phone.
We
Me
all
too.
are.
Me too.
I can't believe somebody who's young wouldn't be overly stimulated and addicted to their phone. You know what I'm
sure, for
saying?
sure.
And I feel like this is low key fucking us up. And why sometimes, unfortunately, people take shit so negatively when all you're doing is sharing your opinion. Like,
Yeah.
you know, somebody that you say, oh, I don't like this song or I don't like this lyric. Bro, if your song has 100,000 views and I tell you I don't like something in it,
It shouldn't
who
matter.
fucking cares
Also,
what I
oh,
think?
yes.
It really shouldn't matter, bro. Like that's just how I feel. But I can't tell somebody how to feel, right?
Yeah.
I can't tell the next man how to feel. And I could also know that like it took me a long journey of a lot of putting off this armor over the years to actually be there. Like I'm genuinely this guy. You know what I mean? Because like Bro, when I got booed by Spook One, oh man, that's that.
We were talking about that off camera. That was,
Bro, like,
to me, honestly, from the outside looking in,
bro,
it was pretty funny though. Not that you were getting booed, but just the way you approached it, like I belly laughed, bro.
That's fucking hilarious.
It was like, bro, like
you got rolled with the punches.
And it's like not only you get booed, because after you get booed I got booed on stage, whatever, this and that, kept rapping, whatever.
But also the crowd was very woke that night. I feel like, bro.
Lol.
Like you're gonna come to
I
a
think
battle
by the
and be
third,
upset
I think
that
by
we're
the
making
third
jokes, like,
joke about the
Yeah,
the
bro, I
was
thing
saying
or
some
whatever.
shit.
it's a battle, bro.
For you know what I said?
People
I said
are allowed to react
Yo,
however
fam,
they
I
want.
gotta say,
I
I gotta
guess,
say two
but
lines.
stay the fuck
I gotta say
home.
2 lines. I said them to tech already, but I said, I got something for this pussy, like a maxi pad. I'll beat the shit out of your packy dad and I'll run on the meter in his taxi cab. You know what I mean? It's like little. Then
But
I'm
it
like,
is creative. Like
then I'm like,
you gotta give it to him. It's
but then
creative.
I went a little. I'm like a bunch of dirty ass Pakistanis. I'll even fucking slap your mother. She's a taxi lover. Then I'll beat the shit out of Apu's brother. Is it you or the dude outside? Y'all look the same. I chef up crack. Y'all chef up curry. We ain't cooked the same. Like
It's
I'm
creative.
I'm rappity rapping,
Yeah,
and he's like, "I'll fuck your bitch on a scooter," and I'm rolling with the scooter and the hooters. I'm like, "Get the fuck out of here, bro! Stay lifting weights, bro." Salute to
Hey.
Stephen Malhotra. Keep lifting weights, bro. No, I'm just saying, like he's
he doesn't
lifting
like
weights.
the lifting weights thing. Good job, Seth. Good job,
Oh,
Tech.
the lifting-
You be pushing.
You can't lift more than him, though.
I mean,
We'll leave it at that. Nah, but like I'm just saying.
thank you, CY.
No, I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
shout out
No, but in general, like bro, like it was just I beat myself that night. We went through it.
Yeah.
And but it made me develop tough skin though. Fam. Like
Yeah.
literally,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
bro, like I know I'm a bigger guy, but I also genuinely know that like 285 pounds to look this good is real hard, bro. I carry my weight hella right, bro. Like I know I'm a sexy fat guy. I know when I step out, I'm cool. I'm not. Yeah, I'm a bigger dude, but like I'm super comfy in my skin. That's what I could tell a lot of people. Just you gotta stop caring what other people think. So when you go home and you close your door, whoever's in your house, that's all that really matters, bro. None of the rest of it's all temporary noise. I love all the homies. I love free up everybody. I love everybody. You know what I mean? But I spend my whole day with my 2 kids, my girl, and a couple of friends, bro. That's how my day consists every day. Every day I'm stopping and doing experiences while I have my kids during a super rare window. Like, this is off topic, right? You're always, and you never stop being a parent, right? But like the first few years your kid's born, really is not vocal, reliant on you for a lot.
Yeah.
Then eventually they become 14, 15, and they might want a little less to do with you. Then it's like, there's that little 10-year window where like you could be a parent when you're 30, 40, 50, and your kid's 40, 30, 50, 70, all the way your whole life. But that window of like where your kid actually like is like in like a rare form, like they're youth, bro. You're never gonna get those connections that you have.
I call it the superhero phase. I'm in that phase right now where your kids look at you like you're a superhero, and I know it's not gonna last forever. I know eventually your kids grow up and you kind of get to see who your parents really are, their faults, all the things they did wrong as well as right. And I know that's coming eventually. So I'm really enjoying this moment right now. You know what I mean? Because I know it doesn't last forever. You know, so yeah, you're right about that.
So I'm just milking him. That's all that really matters to me. Because, like, bro, I'm at a point where I lived so long. I'm 35 only, but I lived a longer life. You know what I mean? And, like, I've purchased anything I've ever wanted in life except for the following 3 things. And I don't really care much for the following 3 things. I have a car. I never thought I would drive before. I don't care what I drive. Get me to point A to point B. I don't care what I drive. Would I like to have a nice car? Sure. It's not a deal breaker for me. My mind doesn't wake up and I tell myself I need a better car. So besides buying a car, house, or a boat, when I first moved to the suburbs, I was a homeowner. You know what I mean? It's not for me. Mowing, cutting, pools, breaking.
It's a lot.
It's a lot, bro. I'm a city guy, bro. Like, that's how I used to call it. You know what I mean? So, like, I'm the comfiest where I'm at now in life more than ever. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
Gotta be at a good space within yourself to be able to be grateful for what's going on.
You know what? I think it takes men, for me anyway, it took me, you got to get into your 30s, deep into your 30s to really get that comfortability with yourself, bro. It took me a long ass time, brother. It took me a long fucking time, bro.
Yeah, it's a fact, bro.
It's like, look at a 25-year-old. His mind, he might not be an 18-year-old or a 17-year-old kid.
No.
But his mindset isn't far off from that.
No,
you know,
100%.
Like, it's a lot closer to like the 35-year-old grown man mindset that we might have. You know what I mean? So like Like when I was 18, bro, I was getting pistol whipped, shot at, stabbed in my stomach, a lot of stuff. I thought I was a grown man, but I was just a kid, bro.
Yeah.
When I had my kid, I was 19. I was a kid having a kid, bro.
Yep.
You know, there's a lot of things that like people don't really know about me that we're finding out on the Hustle podcast.
Yeah,
So,
no,
you
that's
know,
what we're
exclusive
here
information,
for. You know what I'm
exclusive
saying? That's
info.
what
We
we're
got
here
the
for,
drops
you know
and
what I'm
shit.
saying? Like, was that a part of like the drive behind like the work ethic? Because you know you talk about you saluted Showbiz for being an engine with the work.
facts.
And like Tex said, you know what I'm saying? You've been putting out music and visuals specifically
Yeah.
for a long time, consistently
Honest-
getting numbers. And like you said, what's viral? But you're out here. You've been getting numbers consistently for a
long
consistent
time, yeah.
amount of time.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And like, gotta imagine, bro, having a kid young, and then having a second child
Yeah,
not
facts.
that far off after her because it was within like
Yeah,
5
5 years,
years.
6 years,
Okay,
yeah.
that's what I'm saying.
Facts.
So like that had to be a part of the dedication to like also move more.
Militant, bro. I got a lot to lose right now, bro. Like for example, like I was just having this talk with Tech off camera. Everything I'm saying is allegedly. I could say whatever I want, really. You know what I mean? It's just like I got so many young dudes that love me, bro. Right now, like, and old guys too. Age, violence doesn't dictate with the age. Doesn't equate with the age. You know what I mean? Cause I got so many young dudes that are just like fresh out the Bordeaux, fresh out doing. It's not a lot going. Child mindsets. That love me. Who's this guy? Who's that guy? I'm not saying nobody no names. It's just like so many guys that, and it's like, what do I look like? Putting dude on a thing for me and he making him throw his life away, fam. There's so many things as a grown man that I could, like, I still have a foot in the streets.
Allegedly.
Nah, not allegedly. I'm having a good time. You know what I mean? I'm allegedly. My bad.
Legally.
You know, it's just like I'm still in the streets, so that's why you see a lot of the street music. You see a lot of the talks that I'm talking and this and that. But half of the robberies I'm talking about are from 2010. Like, you know what I mean?
Statute
Like,
of limitations. Yep.
Yeah.
you know, buddy. 2010, bro. Like, rest in peace to my dude, bro. He's not here no more. If my dude was here, I'm not gonna say. If I say my dude's name right now, it's not. It's stirring the pot, bro. Like some real street shit, not no music shit. You know, it's like, but when my dude was around, bro, 6'4", teardrop, and he loved this fat white dude, bro. Like he loved this fat white boy from the Point, bro. You know what I mean? And bro, we went to work, bro. Did a lot of things that are not camera talks. You know what I mean? So when I see guys that are just sweethearts and nice guys, and
I said sweethearts.
yeah, like nice guys that are never from that cloth, like it's tough for me to take all that, like, you know what I mean? Because I'm just like, bro.
But is it tough for you to take in the sense of like that's just not somebody you want to par with, or is it tough for you to take in the sense that they're talking that shit in their music and it's not really adding up?
that too? Remember when Gilly said, "Since when it became cool for real ones to diss real ones?" Cassidy and Gilly. Remember Cassidy and Gilly back in the day? Yeah. It's like Cassidy had the buzz. Do Gilly got a deal though? Like, you know, Gilly was the real one, and he was upset. Like, you know what I mean? It's like that's sometimes. It goes
But the
like
reason I ask you to kind of differentiate between the two is because for me, and this is me, right?
Yeah.
For me, like I kind of came to this point in my life, bro, where all of that shit used to be the most important shit to me. That's how I would size everybody up. Like that's what I would. That was my criteria for judging. Do I fuck with this person or not?
True.
I came to a point in my life where I gotta be honest. I don't really, you know what I mean? Like if you're a really cool guy, even if you never had a foot in this, even if you never did no type, if you're a fucking square, but you're just a really cool guy and we got a cool vibe, like I could rock with you. Like, you know what I mean? But like back in the day, I wouldn't have. And I look back
That's
at
fair,
I look at it. I look back at that now, and I'm like, that was fucking ignorant, bro. You know what I mean? It's like so. It's like my criteria of judging the kind of people I literally want around me at this point in my life has completely changed. So I'm posing you the question of like, have you come to that yet? Have you kind of you know?
So like I call it trimming the fat. No pun intended. You know what I mean? You trim the fat, meaning like anybody. Like, look, shout out my dude Nova Loke. See my dude in all of the videos, big dog. My dude for 30 years, 6 years old, 5 years old, 30 years. Me and Dav.
Shout out Dav.
Shout out 1-4 Dav. High school, grade 7. You know what I mean? He knows my kids. I know his girl. I know he knows my vice versa.
Yep.
It's like family to me, bro. Family. We all related somewhere down the line. Like, and it's like all the friends that I have, is like day to day, because there's like thousands of people I would feel weird saying, oh, he's not a really friend, but like my day to day friend circle is the same 7-8 people, bro. You know what I mean? And I've known these guys just about my whole life. You know what I mean? So like, it's just I cut off and trimmed the fat of anybody who's like just not meant for this life that I'm living.
Fair enough.
I just trimmed that long time ago, and that's when I became the happiest. Because the reality is that I'm the happiest when I'm alone. Give me some trees. I'm Wiz Khalifa of the city. I'm smoking all day. I might not smoke but 35 days, no blunts, by the way. But
Nice.
no backwoods.
That's what's up. That's good.
But like, yeah, it's really
Good for the lung piece.
Feeling hella good in my lungs.
bro.
That's
He be
for sure.
smoking like, bro.
It's
I
just
gotta
like-
To the
be
face, with pause,
Too
yeah,
much
yeah.
blunts, bro.
It's like it's just I'm the comfiest alone, bro. When you can get the comfiest alone, meaning like I'm not saying you be alone. I'm just saying like when your girl isn't there and your kids aren't there and you're alone with your thoughts. If you're
for sure.
actually comfy and you're not lonely, that's the best mindset to be in, from my
That's a
experience.
fact.
You know what I
Shout
mean?
out Dr. Seuss. You can't escape yourself, man. Wherever you go, there you are.
Here goes basics with the quotables. I
Bro,
love
that's
it, bro.
what I do.
It is,
you
it
know
is kind of what you
I'm
do. Yeah, it is definitely what you do for sure. Yep.
saying? Straight up.
So I got a question for you guys.
What to do?
Who's some of the rappers nowadays? Like we ain't leaving nobody out. We ain't throwing no
We're talking about
shot.
in the city?
Yeah, in the city.
In
Like
the city.
right now, like who's some of the guys? Who do you like right now? Like maybe someone that someone might not know, or like you know.
He's definitely better to ask
I
this
just went to. I mean, as far as like rappers or just artists generally, last week I
Yeah,
went
rap.
to. I mean, he rapped at this show that I was at, which was the Freddie V and the Foundation album release, which is like a funk band, urban music still, but Mackie Lavender. He's a English
Lavender.
and
We had him on a
French
podcast
artist.
a couple of years ago.
Oh, word? Yeah, he's dope.
like a
He-
skateboarder,
he's
right?
a dude. He's a dude who years ago had a track for I think it was the RTL, the bus service, and then they took it off the commercial because it was too much English in it. Yeah, it's crazy.
Makes sense.
Yeah. And there's other people making waves in the city. Shout out Raccoon. I mean, that's a French world, but so
Right, you're more
You know what I
tapped
mean?
into the French world for real. The more I looked into you, the last like year, because we've been rocking for a long
yeah,
time.
for sure.
So I've been like, we go through phases where you're doing more like things, retap back into basics. Yo, basics is doing. You're tapped in with a lot of the not necessarily they're French guys, but like a lot of the English guys that are friends. You're
That's
all
what
over
the-
that
that's-
side.
where the
I'm
fucking
trying to,
opportunities
like,
are, bro.
I
I
think
know.
I
This
think
is just
it-
a speck over here in the
And I
average.
think like really what needs to happen in our city is that needs to be the thing that really
marriage.
happens more is like for years we have acted like it's not a positive thing. Like we come from a city where it's literally 2 languages, bro. And like there's no other first of all, there's no other big city in Canada like that. Second of all, there's no other city in North America
fact.
like that, other than maybe like
Miami, I
if
would
you're
say,
in like
with the
somewhere like
Spanish.
Miami with the
LA.
Spanish and English, LA,
Fair.
or maybe like somewhere in Texas. You know what I mean? Like a Houston.
Yeah.
But like,
But like, nah, I get what you're saying.
you know what I mean? Like
for
the
sure.
demographic and
difference-
the usage of
Yeah.
what we could be doing would
Yeah.
be so cool. And I think real talk, that's the biggest thing that's missing as far as like a urban artist really popping. I'm thinking of other artists too, Nate Huss. Like there's a lot of people that have been making
for
moves
sure.
consistently and also recently. And like shout out to the female artists, SLM, shout out to Focus. Like there's a lot of people making some nice
Yeah, fair.
sounding stuff.
know what I
And shout
think?
out to my youngins too. Like some of the kids that I mentor, I'm gonna put their names out. Ty, the goat, little Ty, go check her out. Kana, it's just Kana. He's a young artist that we worked with over summer. Super dope sound. But there's people making moves in the city. But I think the language thing needs to come down, and the whole like, the French world, the English world. Like people need to go
But
to
it's
more
not going
events.
to. I'm going to tell you
Go
what,
to
you're
more
right.
events.
You're right. But
Go to a multi-English. Bro, I wish I spoke more than just French and English.
yeah.
I wish I spoke Spanish.
But I think the part with the language shit that I've come to this realization over the last couple of years that people don't tend to realize when we speak about it or talk about it when we talk about it is that it's not just language. It's two different perspectives of reality, okay? Because language is not just what you speak, it's what you think in your head. The voice in your head is in French, the voice in your head is in English, and it influences your perception of reality. So it really is 2 different worlds. It's 2 different
It's the biggest
streams
problem with
of
translating
consciousness.
things directly.
Exactly.
I like
So-
that you said that,
Yeah,
bro.
so that's part of the but the thing is like because growing up in Chateauguay and LaSalle specifically, it was very French against English. Like I don't know if it's like that I'm sure it is like that in the rest of the city, but like where I'm from, it was war. You know what I mean? So it's like, no, literally, like physical, like that's what it was. So
Tech carré. I got called a tech carré in my life, bro.
but listen, it took me a long time to even be cool with French people. Bro, like it took me a long time. And now that I work where I work and I work with exclusive French people and these people are my family, like I love the people. I'm with these people more almost than my kids, bro. So I've learned to love these
Proudest for
people.
any job, for sure.
But it made me realize that like we're not so fucking different, bro. You know what I mean? It took me just
bro.
so to build off of what you were saying, it just all you got to do is open the door and walk through it. And then I think people will start to realize that we're actually a lot more alike than we are different. You know what I mean?
And what I was trying to say with all that was, I think is like that's the thing that's been missing from an artist really quote unquote blowing up is no one, to me personally, has captured what Montreal sounds like and feels like.
That's
what I
pivotal,
mean by
bro.
that is like not like, oh, who's the best rapper or who makes the best?
what
this,
is
but it's
our
like, what does our
signature
city sound and
Yes.
feel like?
Yes.
When you're here as
Franglais,
a
bro.
person who lives here in Montreal, what does it sound and feel like to be a Montrealer?
Would you say that like the guys that have made the most strides in the English side happen to be French, and is that the sound?
I think the closest kind of thing that maybe we've gotten is guys who are doing the mixed language thing. And the person that most comes to mind is who I said was the quote unquote Drake of Montreal, which was Loud. Loud is a French rapper who came up through the battle world through Word Up, but he pivoted to music.
Did he?
And he makes his music is
don't pay
like
enough
he's
attention
signed to a big label here. Like shout out Joyride and Set Himself. Those are the two big labels
that's
here.
what I
But
was
he
gonna
makes
ask,
music
exactly,
that's French with English, like heavy English punchlines, a whole bunch of like he has a song with Charlotte Cardin, which is when I called him the Drake of the city, which is a very radio top 40 billboardish. Like, bro, he did a show at the Bell Center, Loud.
Yeah,
He did a show at the
That's
Bell
crazy.
Center.
Enough said.
That's crazy.
Him, not like
yeah,
he
that's
wasn't
all over
opening.
you.
It was
Yeah, that's
his show.
crazy.
That's all
He has a
over you.
That was last
sponsorship
year or
with
this year,
Hennessy, like 2-3 years ago. He has a sponsorship with Hennessy. He has a sponsorship with Reebok. Like he's a big artist.
It's crazy.
And for me, he's the closest thing to quote unquote that Montreal sound. But even him, I don't think is really representative of what all of my, like he doesn't represent respectfully the colored people of Montreal in any way, shape, or form.
I'm not gonna lie. I know who
Fair
he is.
point.
I never listened to no music though. I know who he is though.
He's pretty fucking dope.
I know he's a popular guy. To me, like closed-minded English guy. All the French guys are just super popular. They're all fucking popular. And then
It's a stronger little world than the English.
like I got a
world is,
track
too.
coming out. I got a nice shout out from my dude. He's a French. He's like one of the bigger French guys. You know,
what's up.
he shouted me out. He gave me a little intro. Shout out, free my dude DOA Demo 514. He's
Okay,
like,
that's what's up.
Okay, I haven't heard that name in a while. He's still doing his thing.
Yeah, he changed his name to DOA.
Okay, shout out. Yeah, absolutely.
He's in the pen right now, but like free up. But he gave me a shout out from the pen, you know, with a little echo. With the little, you know?
yeah.
Shout out, you know, and
Old school.
it's just tough to mend both worlds. But that's like I was saying this on Clips podcast, like, and a lot of people didn't agree with me, but like it's just like most of the guys that actually have had strides and the bigger moves is like their day-to-day life when they're outside of this thing right here is they're French though.
Yeah.
Like I was saying, it's like K Goon is a full French guy. Shout out to everybody. I'm saying I'm not taking no shots at anybody. Like K Goon, Mike Shah, Bilo the Kid, Fala Skratsky. These guys are the most popular for English guys. These guys are
definitely and Craven not is French, but like as far as artists making moves that I've been making.
he's
there's
the
so many
biggest
people that
right
come to
now.
mind. Jimmy D, like there's a lot of people that are doing their thing.
I mean,
you know
listen,
what I'm saying?
the distinct sound of Montreal is franglais, bro. I mean, it's literally like, yo, my guy till I dead. That's the sound of
That's what I'm
Montreal.
saying.
If I could
C'est
wrap it up.
crazy que personne a pris le temps de genre blend the two worlds.
Because
like
the reality
that
is, Montreal
sentence.
doesn't sound like Atlanta, and we shouldn't try to. We don't sound like New York. We shouldn't try to. That's
We shouldn't. That's the whole. That's
we-
the whole thing.
we
you know,
sound
Montreal's
like
a city
us.
where like you'll have a guy who is an anglophone person but's bilingual.
Yeah.
Who's speaking to a girl who's francophone but bilingual, and they're dating, and the guy will speak in English. And she'll answer in French.
Brother, that's my life.
And that's back and forth.
That's my life.
And they're not like stopping for subtle nuance or context. It's just
my life.
we understand everything that we're saying, even references and jokes. And so like that's what's missing in the music.
we need to embrace it.
in the art.
That's a beautiful way to wrap that up, man. We are getting to that time of the episode. I don't mean to be this guy, guys, but we are getting to the time of the episode. See why
I'm always the guy who's pushing the length AO.
what I
of
need
the-
you to
of
do,
the
pushing
episodes.
the length, basics.
We
I
have to
didn't-
have one AO finally.
Yeah,
We've
it's-
been waiting
it's-
for the AOs.
All right,
Come on,
then
I'm the
we got an AO
guy.
moment in, man. I need you to hold this gem. I know you're real used to holding gems because you be iced out all the time, iced down and shit. He only wore one chain today.
Numbers.
You know what I mean?
Fair enough.
But we
That's why I put
we
my-
need you to drop a gem on these beautiful
Nah,
people, man.
there's a lot of gems, fam, but like things that I've taken and I ran through life with, and
If you
it
could only
paid
leave
off.
one thing to the world,
There's just this is cliche,
One
but like,
thought.
yo, as soon as you treat people in all aspects of life, treat people exactly the way you want the reciprocated energy towards you, that's when you just get the best shit. You know what I mean? Like meaning like when I'm old, if I like I was saying, I was raised by a woman, she raised me right, and like I open doors for people, I reach on shelves and grab something for a woman.
Should be a good person.
I want to be. I would like that if my mom was old or didn't. Like, there's this woman on my this is a gem too, but like, fuck, this is a big gem. Next one. But so long story short, there's this woman on my street in the suburbs, and she's always struggling with her walker. So one time I seen her, and she was sitting down on her walker taking a break. I said, "You need a ride, ma'am?" And she's like, "Yeah, I don't live far." I put her walker in my thing with her grocery store. But she ended up living at the end of my street. So like, bro, I ended up giving her a few rides over the years. Nice, like 60-year-old lady, you know. So I'm just chilling, going to the Bonnie Soir I'm going to pick up my car from the garage, and I see the woman like, this guy's bothering me, and she points to this guy like he's like sexually harassing her type shit, randomly, you know. So I'm like, yo, I put my French boots on. Yo, viens ici. I'm like, yo, je bats-toi. Yo, viens parler avec les. My French is bad. Speaking this shit, you know. The guy's like, I'm sorry, no. So the woman leaves, and literally, my taxi's there because I'm going to take it to the garage.
okay.
I look, the woman's coming, like he's still there, and I look down the block, and he's just there, like looking like a creep. My taxi's here, about to go get my car. I just see this young kid. I say, yo, fam, come here. I say, yo, no, where should I make music? Da. This woman lives on my street. Long story short, this woman lives on my street. She lives right there, like, but this guy over here is following her, like, yo, like, treat people how you want to be treated type shit. Perfect for the gem.
Yeah.
And maybe bring her home type shit, you know? He's like, yeah, I got you, bro. Brought her to her house, boom. I got my car pulled up. She's like, oh, the young kid was such a nice kid. He made sure he carried my stuff down, made sure I got home good. Long story short, I get a message on Instagram. Shout out to my dude, Chemical. And he hit me like, yo, I didn't know you rap. Didn't know your events. I make music. Put him on a show, sent him to Cali. Yo, life is full circle, man. Treat people how you want to be treated, fam.
That's
you know
a
what I mean?
fact.
That's big.
Like now that same woman, like, bro, like, you don't know what could have happened. Who knows how dark that could have went. You know what I mean?
Facts.
It's just like, man, I'm constantly like back to the event, constantly just trying to do better in life, bro. You know what I mean? Just trying to put better energy out there. I always say this on when I get negative, son. I could throw fucking 50,000 out on the streets and do some stupid shit, horrific shit that we don't want to talk about, but I'm just not that guy no more. You know what I mean? But the guy still is in me, though.
He never does leave, does he? Not fully. Not fully, man. It's going down December 6th, ladies and gentlemen. It is the charity event. It was at Club 2161 or
2061.
2061 on Saint Denis, ladies and
yeah.
gentlemen. Absolutely. Show up with a perishable item.
Non-perishable,
Yeah, what am
actually.
I? Okay, I fucked that up.
No.
Don't show up with a perishable item because that would defeat the purpose completely. Show up with a non-perishable item, of course, and you will get entry to the event. A lot of great artists on the bill. We didn't get to talk about Southwest.
There's a lot.
If you want to do some shout outs, though, you're free to do that. My brother.
Like
Southwest Music Group.
So the Southwest Music Group's on the flyer.
Yeah.
I got Dav, Boyer, Montana, Nova Loke, Tiger Moon Solo, a couple different people that, you know, from the ends that I put on the group.
Yeah.
Widget, King Misery's making his little comeback to the stage. You know?
Misery, we need you on the show.
You know, Misery's making his comeback. Just a lot of different, got a lot of guys on the come up, which is like first performances. You know, it's those are those are the best. They bring the most heads. Like before, like sad but true. Before they start coming to 4 or 5 events in 4 or 5 months, then they're like, oh, I know what it is. You just stand around and do absolutely fucking nothing at these events. Like, so I got a lot of guys. Newer guys mixed in with the talent, the Widget, King Misery, myself.
That's what's up, man.
You know,
I'm happy to see Misery back for real.
for real.
I've been sending the messages low key, like, yo, get back on the music shit, son.
Yeah,
I heard you're in his track. Yours in his track was it, fam. Yeah, man. Yo, shout out to you, shout out to you, shout out to Steve, the Hustle Podcast, for real, man.
Oh, we out here,
And
man. Appreciate you
man,
for
start
coming
putting
through,
respect
CY.
on my shit, man. Bang, you already know.
Numbers.
Hustle
We out here.
Podcast, we out of here,
Basics.
boy.